John, when you guys sat down and started breaking down the Florida tape, what's the first thing that kind of jumps out at you?
And they're explosive. It's been interesting. Dan Mullen's offense kind of has its identity, but when it's a pass-driven versus run-driven, he's been able to win a lot of different ways, and they've been very productive throwing the ball still, but they've changed to being able to run the ball with a ridiculous amount of success. I mean, they're averaging 320-something yards a game rushing right now, which is, I think, third in the country. And they're still throwing for a couple hundred and something yards a game. So they're explosive. They're a handful to defend, and obviously the quarterbacks change what they do because their ability to run and throw, and they've got great running backs. The receiving core is solid and makes good plays. The tight ends are good. The O-line's got good players. I see a really good group that we get to go measure ourselves against.
You challenged your guys last week to be better in the run game, and they were quite good at South Carolina. Is this a whole different level?
Yeah, you add in the quarterback, which is, you're playing a little bit more 11-on-11 football, and when the offense, all of a sudden the quarterback becomes a ball carrier, they add an extra hat. Like we get around, like how do we find a 12th player when they run the quarterback, and so yeah, it's a different dimension than what we're playing last week. I mean, these guys ran for 250 yards, I think, on Alabama. I mean, they're running the football at a high level, and for us, I don't know so much it's necessarily like a certain number yardage-wise as it is don't give up explosives and eliminate the huge run. You gotta, they're gonna run the football and get some yards, but you gotta eliminate the leaky yards and the explosive runs. Yeah.
Oh, I've asked a couple players today about you often hear players and the coaches too sometimes say you have to out-physical them. What does that mean?
I think you can usually watch us play, and we usually play with a little bit of an edge, a little bit of chip on our shoulder, and the game of football is meant to be played with a tough mindset. And you win and lose some physical battles in certain plays, but you can't let somebody be the more physical team than you. And I think last week we made our mind up to go in and play that way, and it's something you got to do every week if you want to be successful.
It's something that if you bring that to the table, bring that to the field, so to speak, you think they'll come put that in Florida's head to some degree that these guys are physical.
I can't imagine what I got enough of my own problems. I don't think about what they were thinking about as much.
Well, I've heard that from some of the, like Alabama said one year,
Yeah, I think people know the brand of football we play is going to be physical, and that starts at the top. Our head coach, Coach Dukes, he sets the tone of we're going to play a physical brand of football.
They remind you of anybody that maybe even that you played against them?
Man, I mean, it's not really. I mean, I think you could say maybe Florida when Tebow was at quarterback, except for the runners at quarterback are faster. They're not, they're more elusive as runners. So it's Tebow-ish, but maybe more speed than maybe power like Tebow was at quarterback. I mean, I'm not saying they don't run with power, but these two quarterbacks can flat roll, and they throw the ball really well too. So they're a handful.
Either one of those options sounds very appealing.
No, I mean they'll keep you up. I mean, these guys we got our hands full.